Hello, I'm Jamie Shibley, CEO of the Expressory. One of the questions I want to talk about today is how to nurture relationships with your existing clients. So we get this question quite a bit as people are setting up their processes with us. And they know that they have a lot of existing clients that they maybe haven't touched base with in a while. They had the best of intentions, but just never really got anything consistent going. And so they'll ask us, well, what do you recommend? How do I even begin to nurture all of these relationships that I have? So we kind of have three best practices, and it really just depends on your brand and what is going to be easiest for your team to manage, is what it comes down to. So, as you may have heard us speak before, when it comes to relationship building with existing clients, you really want to look for at least 2 touch points in a year to reach out and let them know you're thinking of them, you see them, you still value them, right? So, for the sake of these practices, what we're going to assume is that you have one of those touch points in place, likely a birthday. Maybe you're reaching out to them on their birthday, you're sending a gift or at least a card. So let's just assume one is covered. So how do you do the second outreach? How do you make sure you're staying in front of them for a second time? So the very first practice would be some sort of holiday, year-end appreciation gifting. Now, this could be year-end or it could be any other holiday during the year. We've had some clients do Valentine's Day, 4th of July, Halloween. So you pick, but it's one time when you're going to go ahead and send out something to all of your existing clients to let them know, thank you, we appreciate you. All right. If that doesn't feel right because it's just too much, it's too big, another opportunity is designate someone on your team to watch for moments to celebrate, right? So maybe once a month, maybe once a week, they have to find one thing that you can show up and celebrate an existing client with. So maybe it's they're celebrating a milestone in their business. They've been working at your client's business for, how many years they've been in business. A website launch, maybe it's a personal milestone. They got married or baby, but you're watching for the moment and you're celebrating them. You're showing them, I see you. All right. That one is often tough for people because of the consistency thing. How do we make sure it's happening? What if I don't find any moments that month? All right, so that one could be a little tricky. The third option is one where you first figure out, what are you going to send that year? What are you going to do to celebrate them? So, maybe it's a goodie basket or something. You pick, maybe it's a book, okay? But you're going to figure out what it is you send to acknowledge these clients. And then you're going to take your entire client list, or at least those you want to acknowledge. So maybe there is some segmenting that happens. Okay? And maybe it's only your top tier. But you're going to figure out what that number is. And then you're going to split that across the year. And every month, you're going to take a certain number of those clients, and you already know exactly what you're going to mail and what you're going to send. And that maintains the consistency, right? So keep a list, have someone who's responsible for managing that, write the message ahead of time so that it just happens. Okay, so hopefully that has given you some ideas for a process that you might be able to implement for your team to get better at nurturing the relationships with your existing clients and just letting them know they're valued. I don't think I have to say again how important that is and what it means for your own company from a repeat, increased business, referrals. You get it. If you need some additional ideas or want to, bounce back and forth how to actually implement any of those processes, we're always here. Reach out.